to come up and share with us a little illustration.
All right, let's see where I want to stand here for this. Okay. I think this is good. Just watch that next step forward. A couple of weeks ago, Terry and I were talking, and the subject of how I got into magic came up, and I told him a story, and for some reason, unbeknownst to me at the time, he wanted me to tell you that story, so here it goes. I was 13 years old. I was on a field trip of sorts to Washington, D.C., to the Smithsonian Institute. This particular field trip was the type where, in this case, what they did is they dropped us off at the Smithsonian, and they gave us free run of all of the buildings for the day, and then we just had to meet back for the bus trip home afterwards. So, we deboarded. I came into the main entrance of the Natural History Museum, and I walked through the lobby. I walked past the big African elephant, and I walked right out the opposite door, and I hit the streets. I heard about a place out there, and so I'm going down Pennsylvania Avenue on my way there, and a few blocks down there was this magician on a corner, and he's doing magic for a small crowd there. And as I walked up, here's what I saw. He said, "In my hands, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 playing cards. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 cards away." I bent that one, darn it. "How many cards do I have left?" Well, some of the people said, 3, you have 3 cards left. He said, "You weren't paying attention to me. I told you at the beginning that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 playing cards." He said, "I take 1, 2, 3 of the cards away, and how many cards do I have left?" And of course he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 playing cards. Now, I was really fascinated by that, and just so happens where I was going was Al's Magic Shop, further down Pennsylvania Avenue. I walked through the doors, and behind the counter there is Al Cohen himself. Stocky, balding, heavy glasses, heavy mustache. I said, I was on the street, and there was a guy, and he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playing cards. And he took 1, 2, 3 of the cards away, and when he finished, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 playing cards. How do I learn how to do that? He said, "You're talking about a trick where you start out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playing cards, and you take 1, 2, 3 of the cards away, and when you finish, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 playing cards?" I said, "That one." He said, "We don't sell that here." So unfortunately, I never really learned how to do that trick. Now, what this has to do with anything, I'm not certain, so I will now turn control of the proceedings back to Pastor Terry.